BET did Claressa Shields dirty. BET definitely threw shade in more ways than one. In this video, I will break it down and let you know what's going on. In this video, I will unearth, uncover, and unpack Claressa Shields continues to catch L's back to back. You don't want to miss this one. Let's get unpacked. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Boxingego unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. And let the L's continue. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I am back with some more boxing. My goodness, Claressa Shields continues to catch L's. Now, here's the thing. Some of you may not know. Some of you may know. Claressa Shields has an upcoming fight, and she is going to be fighting an unknown commodity, right? She made it sound like she had this big, huge reveal and announcement, only to pretty much let it be known that she's fighting an unknown Australian OF model who has a 0% knockout ratio and only 7 fights, 5 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw, right? This was your big announcement. And then the undercard starts to come out. It's Ray J versus Orlando Brown. Ray J literally just lost in May. Talking about one wish. One wish he didn't fight the other dude he fought. Now he's back in the ring, right? Then you got Tashiki, or whatever her name is, Krishan Rock's sister, fighting Big Lex. I don't even know who these people are. So it's like, wow. Now, in case you don't know, they're doing a press conference for it all. And that press conference is today. So, I don't know. In my opinion, the press conference will probably be wild. And again, since some of y'all didn't know the press conference was coming out, this is the host. FYI. This is who's hosting the press conference. So, as of me recording the video, the press conference hasn't come on yet. But that is the host of the press conference. So for me, I feel it's fully like I give me a second. Like, what even is this outfit, bro? I feel okay. Yeah, we'll use this picture with the fingernails, right? At this point, this is a full-fledged Zeus production, right? Just based on the host, because I've covered live in the flesh, West Side baby, right? So many boxing fights. I got the credentials. I still got the lanyards. I'm talking about I was at Mayweather McGregor. I was when Terrence Crawford became undisputed the first time, which was history for him, in Lincoln, Nebraska, I believe it was, right? Because it wasn't in Omaha. I've been to Manny Pacquiao fights, Broner fights, and so on and so forth. This person, Sauce Santana, I have never seen them at a boxing match in my life. And for sure, they have never hosted, right? I've never once seen them host anything that was boxing related. So these people involved, to me, this is really a Zeus production. And the L for Claressa here is like, this is your big announcement. You needed Zeus for help. You needed Zeus to like pretty much save you because nobody really even cares about your main event. And that's a bad place to be in because you very well could be upstaged by your undercard. Because at least for the people who are looking for like mindless action and with Zeus Network and baddie shows and whatever shows Big Lex and all these people are on, right? Their fights will probably appease and provide those people with what they're looking for. But Claressa Shields, you're supposed to be the boxing and the legitimacy, right, of the card. And you have the worst fight on the card. Because, again, you could say, oh, it's two boxers. You're fighting a OF model who's 42 years old, and it's just a fight nobody's requesting. At least from an entertainment perspective, the people that be watching these types of shows will probably get down with messy boxing like this, right? So look, hosted by Saucy Santana. Wow. And then I've seen, like, it's just bad, man. One of the flyers said 2 p.m. I seen another one that said 1 p.m. So I don't even know what time it even comes on. But in case you guys are interested, I'm sure, I can't confirm it because it hasn't happened, but I'm sure it's going to be cringe. I'm sure it's going to be embarrassing. And I'm going to have to make more videos, right? Something will probably happen. And you guys will send it to my DM like you guys always do. And I'm not mad at y'all. We got a lot of great fans. And then I'll end up having to make a video about it because so-and-so said what or pushed this person or slapped this person or threw a drink. Some ratchet mess. Book it. But all in all, see, this is the Saucy Santana person. Look, press conference. So really the host of this. This is super embarrassing for Claressa Shields, man. It's super embarrassing because this is the host to your event. And like for me, I can't even be mad at the Zeus people for partaking in it because they trying to get a bag. They trying to get their bag up, and that's just what it is, right? So to be honest, the people with Zeus, they're in their natural element. This is more or less kind of the shows that they've already been involved in the past. So it's not really a stretch for them to appear or host or be fighting on the card. This is like what they do. But embarrassing for Claressa Shields, given the fact that you're actually decorated. There's a difference. You're actually, and you won't shut up and like stop reminding us, you're a 2-time gold medalist and Olympian, right? So to see you push the girl Bumgardner, and we may get more of that. I've already done a video about that. Check that on the channel, right? So she's hinting that she's going to get the last laugh on you, right? And we don't know the ramifications of that. And Claressa Shields is like, ban who? Banned who? Who they banned? I'll see y'all August 15th. I got a big announcement, blah, 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 right? So, first of all, Claressa continues to argue points that nobody made. That's why, if you notice the pattern with Claressa Shields, this is why people are calling her Lie-rissa, right? Because it's lie after lie after lie. And she'll just keep putting out, and then she'll say the bloggers and YouTubers have fake and false narratives, right? But you're the one putting out false narratives. You're the one saying that a bunch of YouTubers allegedly said you were banned from all of boxing, when every video, including mine, that I've ever seen said that you got banned by MVP. Why would, if MVP banned you, put out a press release about it, why would YouTubers then just look and be like, you know what, let me ratchet this up and then add to it and say she banned from boxing entirely? Nobody said that, right? Because when you're dealing with Claressa Shields, you don't have to worry about fiction because the nonfiction is good enough. You already do enough reprehensible, ghetto, and ratchet things to the point where nobody has to make things up about you, right? Exhibit A. Like this. You literally sprayed guat or whatever this is supposed to say in your head. I guess quote, but it looks horrible. It looked like the G looked horrible. The W is just like not even legible. The O looks horrific. It looked like the Zodiac wrote that. You know what I mean? And it just proceeds to get worse. And you thought you were doing something. You really went to the BET Awards. Now, I started this saying the BET Awards played her. I'll save that for the end of the video, so make sure you watch this to the end, right? So you're not a fashion icon. You're really showing up and you look the most ratchet out of everyone. Nia Long, Kalani, Janet Jackson, Lauryn Hill. Nobody else came with no Flint look like you. You the only one that held it down for the Flint hillbillies. The Flint Lents, right? With an outfit like this and, you know, broad shoulders and this wig. It just is not a good look, in my opinion, right? So the fall from grace, the fall off is mean. Man is mean. You have an accomplished, decorated fighter reduced to Zeus network, baddies type of content to help her survive. So you keep saying, oh, ban who? Who they banned? I ain't been banned. Cool. You didn't get banned. No one really said you were banned. However, you've definitely been blacklisted, in my opinion, because look at what you're having to resort to, right? Saucy Santana. I can't wait because this video, and correct me if I'm wrong, this video will age like fine wine. The press conference has not happened. You can all attest to it. The time I release this video, the press conference will not have begun yet, right? Because I'm going to drop it early in the morning. And I guarantee you the press conference will be cringy, right? To the point where it's like, oh my goodness, like, is this really what we're doing? It's not going to look like a traditional boxing press conference. So on one hand, Clarissa, there's a little bit of duplicity in like dual roles she's trying to play. On 1 minute, in one hand, you're like, I'm the GOAT. I run boxing. I'm the face of boxing and face of female boxing. But you're the only female boxer of any type of stature that's on goof troop mode and doing reality show type of boxing at this point, right? Having Saucy Santana as the host and Ray J on your undercard. Amanda Serrano, she's in Time Magazine for her boxing endeavors, getting paid handsomely for her boxing endeavors, doing a sellout show in El Paso, Texas for her boxing. Michaela Mayer, traveling abroad across the pond to the UK to fight a respected, ranked champion, Chantel Cameron, right? So all of your peers who you say you're bigger than and better than and the face of boxing over, they're all doing realistic, actual boxing, not no gimmicky type stuff. And then you keep trying to boost yourself up. I am a God-made multi-millionaire. Yeah, and you got 19 hands in your pocket. You got Win Records, Papoose, Salida Promotions, and now we know Zeus. Because, again, Zeus is out here. This is their card. It says Zeus Network. It don't say nothing about Claressa Shields. This is the top. Look at how the flyer is constructed, right? Zeus and their logo at the top, right? It don't say nothing about Salida, Win Records until you get to the bottom. Is Zeus known commodities, Taseki and Big Lex is a Baddies championship belt This is also, Ray J has a show on Zeus. It says Zeus champion. It says press conference. Saucy Santana is somebody who works with that organization. It says live on Zeus, right? And then you get to the bottom, it says Zeus first. And then it says your actual promoters, real small at the bottom. So, and it's in Atlanta where Zeus probably has a good pulse on that demographic, you know, because they do the Bronner Brothers hair show. I went out there for that when I was doing film stuff, right? So that's probably a big market for Zeus Network. So yeah, Clarissa, I'm telling you how it's going to happen. Claressa Shields is going to let Zeus do the real promotion and put additional hands in her pocket when she already got multiple hands reaching into the cookie jar. And then if it sells 20K or the crowd looks vibrant and it's a big crowd, Clarissa is going to be like, yeah, see, I told y'all, I'm the GWOAT. The GWOAT sold it, right? But the GWOAT didn't sell it because people don't value your fight better than the undercard fights, right? So, yeah, it's looking real ugly for your girl, Claressa Shields. And that's why she has to keep making these posts trying to build herself up and keep talking about YouTubers. She getting cooked. Look in any comment section. Talk about her publicist did a good job. All right, go read them comment sections. She said, ooh, the haters got so much in common. One, all of them miserable. This girl is boneheaded. All of the haters who are keeping it real are miserable, but you're the one where people are alleging that you're spending all day on the internet in their inbox, arguing with them, going in their DM to talk crap to them, showing up to people's videos under multiple burner accounts. You got the audacity to call anybody miserable. So ironic. Number two, they all ugly. Do you see why no one takes her seriously? Like, they're calling you slow bus shoddy. They're calling you radio and all these types of things, right? They're laughing at how Papoose looks towards you. They're talking about your hair and makeup, and you got the nerve to call people ugly. I told you, this girl is a crash out. She won't stop until she gets stopped, right? Until that well dry up and people are no longer interested. I've seen it before. She a crash out. So yeah, you're calling people ugly, but in the comment section, they going in on your actual look. You know, I'm not going to do that here because I'm professional, but you're posting this picture and in the comment section, they calling you holiday heart, saying your wig is busted and dusty, and you got the nerve to call people ugly. And he look like he don't even want to be with you. So yeah, it's just laughable at this point. So the haters are all ugly, coming from Claressa Shields, who gets mad if you post old pictures of her, right? Oh, that's from the Olympics. You keep talking about the Olympics. So why can't people post pictures of you from the Olympics? I wouldn't care if someone posted high school pictures or old school pictures when I was 10, when I was a baby, because I look the same. But you feel a type of way. Even Papoose, he was on Vlad TV and he was like, man, 50 a character. He a real character. He gonna post that picture of Claressa Shields and she wasn't properly made up. She hadn't done the makeup. So you basically saying your girl looked busted and that's why 50 Cent posted the picture. Go watch the Vlad TV interview. I'm not lying, right? Why would you say that? She wasn't properly done up. That's how she popped out the house. She's a public figure and she came out with the blade widow's peak. That's how she came out the house. So that's what it is. So anyway, her calling people ugly. 3, they're out of shape, not healthy, but she was the one running upstairs when she did that favored video and she was out of breath. She looks like she'd been eating any old type of way, right? But you're calling people out of shape, body shaming people, right? Like you did in that other stream with the girl. Looked at a picture this big and then body shamed her. But you were the one out of breath and you're the professional athlete. The other people, to be honest, it is obviously it's healthy to be in shape, but they're not pro athletes. They don't have to be in shape. You know what I mean? They don't have to be in this incredulous shape. You're a professional athlete, so there's a standard there. There's an actual weight you have to make. That's why you was eating a salad looking like you were miserable. So, yeah, all of this stuff is projection to me. And she said, 4, the haters are so evil-spirited. Jesus, please bless these haters' life. They need it. Man, this girl a clown. I try to tell you, you're a clown because she keeps posting this stuff and it's always stuff that really is applicable to her. Miserable. People are saying you don't look that great, out of shape and not healthy. You were the one breathing crazy for a pro athlete, running up to get your medals. And then definitely number 4, evil spirited. So she continues to do the same mistake over and over again, pretty much the definition of insanity. She was like, oh, Alicia Baumgartner, she's been with all these men. She has a Jezebel spirit. Coming from a woman who is with a married man and befriended Remy Ma before doing it and before taking her man. And then like everything is it's foolish. It's pure foolishness. You out here calling people miserable, broke, body shaming them, FAT shaming them, poverty shaming them, calling them ugly, and then got the nerve to post these pictures. And then like she's just a walking contradiction. Literally, Claressa Shields will be like, oh man, I should cut my hair bald. Do it. Don't talk about it, be about it. Do your hair bald. Why would you say you should cut your hair bald because you would look so good, but then wear 100-inch extensions and wigs and weaves and lace fronts? She'll be like, oh man, I love my natural look. I don't need no makeup on this face. Oh man, I look beautiful. But every day we see you is mad filters and mad makeup. And cool. If you like makeup, you like makeup. That's cool. If you like filter, you like filter. I'm not even mad at that. But it contradicts what you're saying. You said Papoose was literally next to you at the BET Awards, and he said he liked the natural look. But then you out here with filters, weaves, veneers, fake eyelashes, a pound of makeup, glitter, fireflies around you from all these filters and all this type of stuff. And he literally just said he like a natural woman. Shaka Khan voice. He like a natural woman. But you in here with a wig, with spray paint, all that. Like, so he's basically saying he don't like you. If you're really being real, because you have synthetic hair, synthetic eyelashes, the makeup, you weren't born with it. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline, right? The teeth that ain't yours, that bottom row, you know what I mean? So it's like this girl got some nerve to be saying anything about anybody. She's like, I love my natural look. Then why don't you wear it? You love it so much, then why don't you come out with it? Why you always got a wig? You're like, she did a video talking about my natural hair. This is my natural hair. And then the next picture somebody posted was her with her real hair out and it wasn't that length. Larissa, man. So, yeah, it has not been looking good for your girl. People are definitely noticing it. And it just seems to get worse. And she don't learn. It's like, imagine you have a dog or something, right? And then the dog just keep tearing through the shoes, biting the carpet, using the bathroom on the carpet, whatever. And then he just won't stop. It's like, you take it to obedience school and they keep doing it. Like, it would be irritating for anyone. So I think Claressa Shields should have been off the internet. How do you have this much time to be worried about other people? You're supposed to be, you wanted people to believe that your fight was so tough and so hard, right? So tough and so hard because people were like, hey, who's this girl you're fighting? She's not that good, right? You did this whole rant video like, oh man, y'all just don't know boxing. She's really good. Y'all said that before. Look at her wig, man. The wig looking stressed out. Papoose looked like he got a pound of Rust-Oleum, Valspar, Bear paint in his head, Beijing in his head. Clarissa and y'all, and these are the people saying they love natural and all this. And saying we're miserable and all that. And then she was like, you supposed to say one word. You said timeless. I wanted to say that. As if there ain't a billion other words that you can use to articulate yourself. You got mad because he took 1 to 5 words and you wanted those 5 words. Man, he using all the good words. Man, why he get to use all the good words? I wanted to say timeless, like a little kid. So, yeah, this girl has some nerve to be walking out the house with this ensemble and then talking about how weak and busted and ugly and miserable and we need prayer and we need help. And you the one, like, you're literally 31, but from probably stressing yourself out and burner accounts and stuff, you look older to me. I don't know how y'all feel, but she looked older than 31 to me. Like, I seen Nia Long on that red carpet, and I was like, dang, I had to look up how old she was because she was looking fine. Nia Long was looking good, right? Claressa Shields, everybody you talk about, you look older than, especially the older ones. Like, I'm not even going to talk about Alicia Baumgardner and Amanda Serrano because they're around your age. But the older Remy Ma, she's way older than you, by 10 plus years. Layla Ali, same thing. These people, in my opinion, they look younger than you. Papoose don't look happy. It's like, I feel like, I don't know what these people are doing, but it seems like a gimmick. It seems like it's all like a charade. And I feel like the world would prefer y'all to just keep it real. Are y'all even a couple anymore at this point? Because it seemed fake. Everything they do to me seems fake. Look, Happy look good on me. I ain't never seen someone this insecure that was a celebrity, that was openly. This don't even look like a real smile. You look like phony Braxton. Like, it don't even look like a real smile, and you talking about how happy you are. This girl does not get it. People who are really all these things don't have to keep reaffirming it in public for validation that they are truly all these things, right? Like, here's an example. One of my sanctuaries is going to the beach. It's blissful, it's peaceful, it's serene. I love going to the beach and just decompressing. Half the time at the beaches I go to out here up north, there's no Wi-Fi signal. There's no like good cell phone reception because you're in the cuts, right? So, yeah, I might get on my phone and take a video of it, but I can't even post it. So it's just me and nature. And there's a lot of spots out here, like going hiking and stuff like that. You're not even going to get no reception. So these actual beautiful moments where I really enjoy, going to Santa Cruz and Monterey and San Francisco, right? Lake Merritt and Oakland, all these things. I don't even post it until later on. So I'm like present in the moment. She'll get her makeup done, right? And then she in the chair, oh man, I look so good. I look so good. Like, as she's getting a makeover. And it's so funny to me that before the BET Awards, yet again, just like Suki Barn Wrestling, right? She's showing the whole process and filming and vlogging about her getting her makeup done before the BET Awards. But then when she out here looking like killer clowns from outer space with that horrible makeup job that she didn't even like in Aruba, right? She blamed it on a random man from Aruba, some mystery man, and said, oh man, he played all in my face and he did my makeup so bad. I can't believe he did this. And we're like, who is he? And then people were like, you know what? I don't believe you. I think you did that, right? This is a makeup, right? She blamed it on somebody else from Aruba, a man. So you just went to some mystery man in another country, right? Blame this look on whatever man. And then people said, I don't believe you. I think you did that makeup out there. And she was like, I got a video, you idiot, right? Calling the people names. Do you think she's put out this video to this day? Absolutely not. Where's the video? Huh, Rissa? Put out the video. We know you watch the videos, my videos. So why don't you put out the video of the guy giving you this look, the MUA in Aruba, that man that gave you this look? I guarantee you the video don't come out. So what are we talking about? But again, the point I'm making is she's like, I'm washing it off. This guy played all in my face, blah, 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 right? But every other time she's documenting literally all these other makeup jobs, right? Before the BET Awards, before that horrible wrestling she went to, Suki Ban, right? You're filming every moment. You in the BET Awards, you're in the Uber X or whatever, and you're yelling who's in the car and how many people are in the car and your publicist and all these things, right? You're documenting and vlogging every aspect of it. But then mysteriously, you got somebody that did all this to your makeup and then the video never comes out. How convenient. How convenient indeed. Now, I told you to stick around and I would tell you how BET, one of the multiple ways that I believe they threw shade. So, mind you, Claressa Shields was nominated for a BET award. She lost. Videos up on the channel. It was for 2026 Sportswoman of the Year. She was up against Sha'Carri Richardson, Angel Reese. Eventually, Asia is the one that won it. And then she was the rightful winner, to be honest, right? But she was nominated, right? Now, I seen a video floating around online, and I see a lot of stuff. I thought it was like, you know how they have fan pages and they'll do like compilations and montages. I thought it was one of that, right? Because people have sent me different things. I get sent a lot of clips. So I had seen it on my timeline. A person sent me a video, right? Didn't think too much of it. But then I seen BET on it, right? So I did my research. It's actually on BET's page, right? So this wasn't like a fan-made video. It's literally part of BET's actual social media. Let me show you. So BET, verified page, 4 million plus followers. And it's this video right here. And you see they have Nia Long as the cover photo. Is that one right here. Now, I'll play the video, but I can't play it with sound. The sound has been muted for copyright reasons. They played D'Angelo's song. Rest in peace, great artist. Make sure you guys check out D'Angelo's music. But they played Brown Sugar by D'Angelo. amazing musician, rest in peace. But I'll play it without the music, and then I'll be back to give you guys my thoughts. So Tim's, Nia, they're showing black excellence, y'all. Beautiful black women, different shade. Look, different complex. Look, and I want y'all to pay attention to that. Different shades of black. Mocha, darker complected woman like her, right? So pay attention. All shades. Who is that? Megan Good? No, that ain't her. Look, different looks, different length hair, right? Again, they got dark women, light women. So I'm wondering, I'm like, yo, Claressa Shields was there. Let's see if she's on the montage. So I kept watching. Look, they got her, and she got the low cut. They got her, Lizzo. So we keep watching. They showing everybody, right? Almost everybody else here. And these people, first of all of them look appropriate and look good. Like everybody's dressed for the occasion and looking nice. Chloe Bailey, right? I've seen her before. Boom. And the video ends. So I start thinking about it. I'm like, yo, Claressa Shields said, I'm the algorithm. Is no longer Beyonce's internet, is my internet. So how come BET didn't show you? Again, you were at the award show. You were actually nominated, right? Let me show you. So look, you were on the red carpet with Papoose with this ugly hair dye, right? So you were in the spot. Look, he not even standing by you. He not even standing by you, cuz. But anyway, you were right there. How come they have a brown sugar compilation of all these beautiful black women at the same event you were at and did not include you, and you supposed to be the algorithm? And you supposed to be, you think you're fashionable and you're like a fashion diva or icon or whatever you think you are. Why didn't they put this look in that montage? Especially, you would think they would have included Claressa Shields, given the fact that her and she's an actual nominee, and her and Papoose are supposed to be gold love, and they're both known people, right? Why didn't they put Claressa Shields in that? They virtually showed most of the heavy hitters that were there. And then the other people like Janet Jackson and Kehlani who weren't in that montage, they were all through the BET page in general. Lauryn Hill, anybody that didn't make that montage was heavily represented throughout the rest of the content from what I've seen it. So whoever wasn't in it, Tiana Taylor and Kiki Palmer, whatever, they were all heavily represented. Like, you go to their page, they got, and she got a big award presented by Janet Jackson. Shout out to Tiana Taylor, right? Kehlani, and they're using her for the cover photo, right? Drewski and Kiki, right? So everyone, Lotto, they were showing all these people, and look, they're all, look, Culture's biggest night was bigger, so they're all heavily represented. They had Janet Jackson all on here, Lauryn Hill, the queen, the miseducation of Lauryn. Where's the love for Claressa Shields, man? They got my boy Martin. What's up? Right? Mary J, I think that's her. Right here. Oh, that ain't Mary J. I don't know who that is. Candace. Right? So anyway, BET, they are showing everyone, look, Cardi, everybody is well represented. Where's Claressa Shields? Claressa Shields is supposed to be the algorithm. Jafar Jackson. There's no actual Clarissa Shields post. Look, I'm showing you. And she was an actual nominee for this. BET, I told you guys, you didn't want to listen to me, but I'm always right. Claressa Shields is engagement farming, right? She is engagement farming. It's now fashionable because she's the punchline, right? Look, they got Janet Jackson right there looking fly, Tiana Taylor, Kehlani. How come Clarissa's not in any of these group shots, right? With the heavy hitters like Janet. I mean, come on. We all know Janet is a queen. Look, Kehlani and Janet. I don't even know who that is, but somebody else with Janet. This person with Janet. Look, Janet got a whole carousel. Kehlani, Tiana Taylor, these dudes, they all got proper representation. And look, Rick Ross, everybody who's a big celebrity that was there is like accounted for and properly represented. Their outfits, it looked like Doja Cat, Leon Thomas, like everybody. Look, there's him. Where's SZA, Jafar? Where's Claressa Shields? She was an actual nominee who claims that she's the algorithm. You would think they would have her all over here. I told you she's not big. Look, Queen Latifah, everybody else. They literally are showing everyone else. But it don't make sense to show Claressa Shields unless you're trying to roast her. And that's exactly what BET did. Look, they got my girl Janet again. Look, Janet got back-to-back because black culture, they know what Janet is to the culture and really the Jackson family. That's why the Jackson Michael movie went and is hit $1 billion, beat Oppenheimer and Bohemian Rhapsody and Freddie Mercury movies and Ray and all that type of stuff, right? Where's Claressa Shields? They got a little scrappy before they got B2K, more Janet. Look, they make sure that the heavy hitter, they gonna make sure Miss Jackson, if you nasty, get represented, and Kehlani, because these are the people that they're looking at as actual positive influence on black culture. Shout out to Oakland, shout out to Kehlani, right? And Papoose' clothes are still folded, and he still ain't picked them up, and he still ain't scrubbed that tattoo off of him. They're not looking at Claressa Shields as like no big factor. Look, I just went through all of their BET coverage from the award show, and the only post they had about Claressa Shields, it was like low-key sneak dissing her, and it was that clip. I don't even know where it's at. I don't even know where. Oh, here it is. Look, it's buried. They didn't even look. BET didn't even give her a cover art. Like, so there's nothing that says like a caption or text on the image where that's why I couldn't find it, right? You wouldn't even know this post. Let me get off it so you can see it illuminated, right? You wouldn't even know that this was about Claressa Shields because you can't even barely see her. There's like no proper lighting, right? She already has like a darker complexion. They had her, I don't know where she was in the nosebleeds, people were saying. So she in the back, Papoose got his head down. You wouldn't even know what this post was about until you clicked on it and found out it was Claressa doing too much per usual and Papoose looking like he hating every minute of it. Looking like, get me out of here. Looking like an extra in the movie Get Out. Bothered. And Claressa trying to get extra screen time. This is why she got to do this goofy stuff like that, right? Try to walk by the camera. You're supposed to just walk by, act normal, act like you've been here before, and keep it pushing. And you shouldn't even be acting excited. She dancing and stuff like a contestant on Price is Right, coming down to meet Bob Barker or something. Horrible. No decorum, no couth, no etiquette, no real celebrity. I'm not saying she's not a celebrity, but what I'm saying is you don't have the appeal and the allure of a celebrity. You think Jay-Z is going to walk down? How many award shows he even been to the point where if he go to the BET Awards, he'd probably just be like, there's probably years he don't even go to it. I don't think he went this year, right? He's been to so many award shows, he's going to act like he been there before. But you could take the girl out of Flint, you can't take the Flint out of the girl. That's why you got to do so much to be seen. Because guess what? In the real world, you could blame YouTubers and bloggers and stuff. You're not really being represented. And then the caption was low-key taking shots at you. Oh, they changed it. Oh, wow. Breaking news. Wow. I have proof from my old video. Go watch my old video. The caption, everybody said they were dragging her. So you see right there, edited. I told you, they engaged. That's proof. Okay. I am so good at my game. I am so good at my job. I just uncovered that. Again, these videos are freestyle, so I literally just discovered that right now. So let me explain. If you look at my old video where I talked about Clarissa losing the BET Awards, it shows the original caption, right? The original caption, I made a video about it, and I think it blew up, and people were probably in the comment section because the video got over 20K views and like 1,600 likes or something like that. So I explained that the caption they used, fans reached out to me and said that was BET being slick in shading Clarissa, right? Because it was like when you drag your man to the event or something like that. And then the fans reached out to me and said, they're saying she looks like drag, like she's in drag. So they're trying to be like clever with the words to make people, I mean, it's a common thing that social media managers do, right? They'll take a picture, like let's say a celebrity post a photo and you know for a fact the celebrity looks busted in the photo. And then they'll put a caption like being funny, like, oh, Lark Voorhees slays with the new look. And you look at the picture of Lark Voorhees and it look crazy, right? But then they're like, oh, Lark Voorhees looking gorgeous today, killing the competition, knowing dang well it's not really a flattering picture of the person. People do that all the time, right? Because they're trying to get a reaction and a rise out of the crowd, right? Yeah, it'll be like Lark Voorhees stuns with this new look, and then this is the look she's stunning with. Like, come on, bro. I'm a content creator, so I've done it. You know what I mean? Like where you put a funny caption knowing it's gonna incite a certain response. They'll be like, Lark Voorhees looks absolutely stunning. Then she out here looking like the Addams Family or something. Like, come on, bro. Playing games. I'm not here for no semantic. Oh, Lark Voorhees looks amazing in the latest photo, knowing that that's not the best look. Because Lark Voorhees was fine on Saved by the Bell. You know what I mean? So, yeah. You could have posted this picture. You gonna post one of them pictures talking about she looks so amazing and all that. Come on, we know what it is. But anyway, BET, people must have went back and commented or called it out because they sure enough changed the caption and took that drag thing out of there. But why would you do that if you didn't do nothing wrong? If that really wasn't your intent, then why would you change it? I can't even front. One of the great things about being a content creator is all of my work is recorded and there's literal breadcrumbs to what I've done. You know what I mean? So if there's ever any question or doubts, I have all the receipts. So BET new caption, you see it says edited, right? Edited. Won't he do it? Claressa Shields and Papoose have entered the house. But that's not what they initially said. Here's the receipt. Again, the brilliance of me being a full-time content creator. It says, when you're excited to drag your man to the function, when you move, he moves, just like that. So the award show already ended. Why would you change it after the fact? Because this was when I recorded the video, it was the next morning. So the award show was already over. Why would you then go back in and then change from when you drag your man to the function and then clean it up by talking about won't he do it and da-da-da-da? Because it was still, the event was last night or the previous night, but people were probably still in them comment section like, BET, you messy, BET, you wrong, you did it wrong, or BET, da-da, and they didn't want the heat. But it's already too late. The world done seen it. You can try to change it. This is my personal opinion. You can say whatever you want, but I feel firmly in my heart of all hearts, there was no reason to change the caption. If you didn't do nothing wrong, why would I do content. I'm not changing no caption unless I did something wrong or I didn't mean to put something, right? But everything I put, I meant to put it. So, yeah, anyway, BET ain't showing no love to Claressa Shields. And it just shows you that really, in terms of the actual A-listers and celebrities, nobody views you as an A-lister at all. That's why you got to bring your belt to basketball games and to the gym. You probably brought it to the BET Awards because people really wouldn't know you for real, right? They really wouldn't know you like that. That's why you got to be the loudest and dancing and walking and bright hair and spray painting the hair and bringing your belt everywhere, because people probably wouldn't even know what you do or who you are if you don't do these things. Versus Janet Jackson, Kehlani, they're like, oh, I love Folded. I'm playing that right now on Spotify. Oh, Janet, I love her whole career. I love her family. Everyone else's reputation. Nia Long, I loved her in Boys in the Hood, In Too Deep, right? In the Kanye West music video, Touch the Sky, right? So everybody else's body of work speaks for itself. So when Martin Lawrence goes to the award show, we already know that's Martin from House Party and The Martin Show and Bad Boys, right? Even Drewski, he's been doing all these funny skits, got the Game on Smash. So everybody else's reputation precedes him. You got to do all this loud showboating and theatrics and bright colors and all that type of stuff because people don't really know you for real. You're not even getting respect from BET. And I showed you the montage. They had almost everybody well represented, and you look through all them 80 different carousels and photos and videos, and they had one post about you, didn't even put you or Papoose on some close-up so people would know, and then they drug you in the comment to the point where they had to change the caption later. This girl, and then now this goofy ad press conference is finna come on, and it's probably gonna be more stuff. So don't be, oh, you go another video. I don't make the news cycle. I just report it. We unpacked.